everybody, Doodle Arts here, and today I am continuing the Zodiac character changes. Oof. Voice, not my forte. So, the thing about Leos is that the sign is controlled by the sun. They can be dramatic and sometimes may come off as a little arrogant, but that's just how they act. They're not arrogant, they're just confident. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to make a very confident character. I don't know why I chose that pose. It just so happened to be the pose I chose. I really don't know why. I had a discussion with my mother, and turns out this might be the work of allergies. My sore throat and now my running nose might have seasonal allergies. So, yeah. With the hair, I tried to make it very spiky, as to kind of like how the sun is oftentimes portrayed as a circle with rays coming off of it because of how the fire and heat sometimes is bounced off the sun and coming back on, which I know you guys watching understood. Yeah. I chose a suit and tie because oftentimes those are portrayed in drama shows with very dramatic characters, like villains and bosses and the hero when they're attending parties and stuff. So thought that'd work perfectly. And again, I don't know why I chose the pose. It was originally going to be a very dramatic pose, like a drama student would in a play, but this time it didn't turn out that way. I didn't really like how this one turned out either. It didn't really suit, or it didn't really fall well with me. So for the hair, I used sort of brownish orange pastel, and that's what I did with the entire color palette. I tried to bring it a lot of reds, oranges, and yellows, and so yeah, eventually I didn't like the color because it seemed a little too dull, so I tried to darken it up and stuff. And then I add the shine, the usual gradient that I always do, and then just blend. For the reason why I do this gradient is because it oftentimes really does help. It shows a sort of darkness. And I think I talked about this last week. Not entirely sure. But yeah. Very tan, because I chose tan because of how the human skin works. Too little of the sun's rays, I think it's vitamin D that the sun provides. Too little of that, your skin becomes very pale. Too much of it, and your skin darkens. So, I wanted him to seem like he is out in the sun. Kind of like putting performing drama plays outside or something. Just a very, very sunny character. Maybe a drama performer in Florida or something. I don't know. And yeah, that's why I picked this tan color. I then do the gradient again, and instead of brightening up the color like I would normally do for the hair and clothes and stuff, that was an accident. What I did was that I took a blue in that color, that tan color, or even brighter, and I just blended it in to give it this sort of light. I used this pure orange hue for the eyes, because again, I was sticking to the warm color palette. This sort of like shows that trying to stick to this color palette where it looks bright and stuff. And then yeah, sorry I'm late. I forgot on Saturday to create the video, so that kind of stepped me back. I took the sign and I put it on the tie, because it seemed like that, for me it seemed like the only place that it would fit. And so I used this bright pink. I was trying to get it to like a whitish pink, so that way it didn't look a little weird. And so that way it looked kind of like how a suit, you'd wear it with black and then you'd have the white shirt underneath. So yeah, I just finished this up, and I can't remember if I added light, like the lighter. I think I did. That happened a lot in this video. I had to take the original color and do it over on top of the blended colors because of how it turned out. I put a lot of dark orange and browns and yellows on the reds, so that way it looked kind of like a sun for the tie. And then for the suit, I used pink because it was too a warm color, and I really wanted to stick to the warm color palette without using red, yellow, and orange a lot. So yeah, right now, looking back at it, I wish I had used red, then on top of that put an orange, and just lower the transparency down, so that way it looks like a yellow when you blend in the colors. And I mean, pink ties work as well. Men can wear pink ties. Anyone can wear pink ties if you really think about it, if they really want to. But yeah, and right now I'm wishing I didn't do pink, because I don't think it worked well with the shirt or the tie. Let's see. I was gonna say something and then I forgot. This took me a while, looking back at it. It's taking me forever just to do those shadings. It's always interesting to look back at what I had created and see how long it actually took me. Because in my head, I'm thinking it took about like, it's so long, and then like sped up, it looks like it barely took me a minute. But now that I think about it, the longer I take on these things, the more time is added, and it shows. So I guess the more effort put into one part, well, then again, even as much effort as you can put, if it's really small, it's not going to take that long. So yeah. The reason why I switched off to the bright color palette is because I knew that I wasn't going to get a color bright enough for the pants that it'd look okay. So, went with the blues. In doing this, it was too big, so I had to make the blending brush a little bigger than what I had it set to. And then I just had to change it back. So, yeah. Then I took the sign again, and like I did for Cancer, I put it in the background. But unlike Cancer, I didn't just have the background all galaxy-like. I tried to make it look like the sun with all the different yellows and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Bye!